So I think we are good to go now. Thank you everyone for joining in today's session. Good afternoon, everyone. So today's webinar will talk about how we can unlock the top talent with NASSCOM's Talent Connect portal, and how you can have the skilled professionals at your end. So for this, we have collaborated with the SSC team of NASSCOM. Today with us, we have Mr. Navneet Samyar, Industry and Future Skills Prime Head. We have Priyanka Bhisht, Senior Program Manager, Sector Skills Council, NASSCOM. Along with them, I have Abhishek Kaur, Regional Lead, North Sector Skill Council, NASSCOM. And we also have Pankit Gami, Founder and CEO, K Novator Technologies. So this session will help you understand how you can, use the portal, how you can have the access to the skilled professionals. So I'll just, request Abhishek to take the lead and help us through the webinar. Thank you, everyone.
Jagriti, and as we have our senior Mr. Navneet here, so I would like him to begin with the keynote, and then we all will proceed. Navneet sir, over to you, please.
Thanks, Abhishek, and a huge thank you to all the participants who've come on this webinar. I just wanted to take just quick couple of minutes to give you a sense of why we have the Talent Connect portal and what is it that uh, drove us into this into building this. So as most of you would know, Future Skill Prime is a project which, as NASSCOM, we launched almost 4 years back. We had content from pretty much, every domain, almost 10, not almost 10 technologies and 10 soft skills. And It was primarily used to create a digital learning environment in the country. Uh, we did get some very remarkable success. The biggest being that, almost at that point in time, I'm talking about December 2023, when the first phase of FSP got over. We had close to about 1.7 million users who had signed up, almost 2.2 crore badges, which some of those signed up users actually generated during the course of consuming content on the platform. Uh, the other very interesting new part of the data was that of the 1.7 million users that we had who had signed up on the platform, almost about 85% were job seekers from academia, and 90% of that 85% were from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So clearly, Future Skill Prime delivered on its objective of democratizing digital learning by taking it to job seekers and by upskilling them in order for them to become more employable in the industry. And we took it to the underserved areas. A Bangalore, a Chennai, a Hyderabad can potentially take care of itself. Their colleges can take care of themselves in terms of new age digital learning, but it's the smaller towns where we really needed the intervention. And partly by design, partly by just the way the platform was structured, we ended up actually servicing a very large part of that underserved student community. So that was Future Skill Prime 1. Starting this fiscal, that is April 2024, it's been given a new avatar, and we have another 3 years runway on building a new objective, if you will, of Future Skill Prime, and that's the purpose of having you all on that on this webinar. And the objective is Ministry of IT actually looked at our performance in the first avatar, and they said you did do a good job of learning, but that learning was not necessarily linked to demand in the market, and therefore that learning was not essentially uh, you know driving employability. So it was skill for skill sake, knowledge for knowledge sake, but it wasn't driving employability. And that was a big gap that ministry identified. So one of our biggest imperatives this year is to drive employability, and therefore uh, impart skills which are relevant to you as the industry. And therefore, what we need from you is for you to tell us, and I'm not looking at specific details, but for you to tell us broadly what are some of the skills that you will be needing in the in the coming years, in the coming months. We have content which is aligned to NSQF guidelines approved by NCVT, and therefore that content is credit equivalent. So we can actually go back to the colleges and we can tell them that instead of your student doing 6 credits in 6th semester, let them do 4 credits in the college and 2 credits on Future Skill Prime. And these 2 credits that they will do on Future Skill Prime will be aligned to industry demand. The starting point of that is industry demand. And therefore, this webinar where we are requesting you to, we are actually there to support you and we are requesting you to share your demand, share your perspectives in terms of what are some of the top jobs that will come in the market. And then we will go and make sure we embed that in the college. And therefore, 6 months from now, when you go out to hire, you will actually have people who would have had a head start in terms of their skills versus people who you would have to reskill, retrain in order to become employable for you. I'll just pick one example. One of the, and I'm sure many of you would, especially given this is the SME group, many of you would probably have heard of it. There is a huge demand that we are hearing from industry for Salesforce developers, ServiceNow developer, administrator kind of roles. We went back, worked with Salesforce, we went back, worked with ServiceNow, took their content to NCVT, got it NSQF aligned, and now we are looking to embed it in the college curriculum. And it is actually making a huge impact. Now for you, it can even be another piece that some of your employees you can actually maybe get them to consume this content, and then it could actually help you. To me, that is nirvana. That's what I keep telling Priyanka and Abhishek, that if you can actually help our member companies uh, get new business by upskilling their own employees. And I'm just picking Salesforce developer or administrator as an example. If you go bid for a Salesforce implementation program, and if you have people who are already certified, it just makes your bid that much stronger. So, all this put together, we really need to work with you in order to ensure we deliver for you. Uh, and similarly, the other big initiative that we were told we have to carry out is bring more and more non-IT companies. The other big initiative was to bring more technologies. So as we speak, we have added semiconductor and we are going to add more technologies. And finally, and many of you would have experienced it, our platform, because it was started as a B2B platform and that it never evolved, was not very user friendly. So we are looking to now, we are in the process of actually a complete transition and upgrade of the platform. One of the best things, and I'm sure all of you would love this piece of news, it isn't happening tomorrow. It will take us another 3 to 4 months to get there, but it can actually link up to your LMS. Unlike the earlier platform, which could not link up, so there were multiple sign-ins and all that. Now the platform can link up to your LMS. And finally, the last bit that I want to share with you is we ourselves as NASSCOM invested in creating a Talent Connect portal where we, like I said, we train people to demand. And once those people are trained, we bring them to the Talent Connect portal. Pankit and his team have done a great job of introducing gaming on the portal. So depending on where you are in your learner journey, you get different privileges on the Talent Connect portal. The portal also has demand from the industry. There is an AI tool. Pankit, I'm still, not very convinced if it works absolutely effectively, but there is still an AI tool which does the connect and does the matchmaking between the student skill and the industry demand. And you get 3 sets of people. One set, which is you go do your own search. Another set, which is AI based recommended bunch of students, and the third set, which is students who are applying to you directly on their own. And then you are free to choose from there. And in all likelihood, we have seen some examples where the throughput, normally, and I've been a part of the IT industry, so I've experienced this. Normally, for every 100 resumes, you'll probably get 8 or 10 that you would want to take to the next step. And then of that 8 to 10, you'll be very lucky if you get 1 or 2 who you really want to hire. Here, fortunately, because of the fact that you have pre-qualified candidates, your throughput is much higher. And therefore, you could, we did some pilots in BPM sector, and we saw almost 80% throughput. So people who were trained on that BPM content on our platform, 80% of those learners actually got at least an LOI. After that, we couldn't trace their journey, but at least an LOI. So that's essentially what it is. It is for you. We are just the facilitators, and how well this Talent Connect portal and Future Skill Prime 2.0 does is completely dependent on you. We will be there to back you, but eventually it will be dependent on you. I saw a question coming on the chat. If similar thing has been done on Workday, the answer is no. But if there is a demand for Workday, please let us know. Give us 3 months. We'll have Workday up on the platform. We thanks to your support, NASSCOM has enough connects in the marketplace to be able to get the right content and then get that aligned and ensure that it is available on the platform. So if there is a demand for Workday, we will get Workday on the platform. So with that, thank you so much, and over to you, Priyanka, Jagriti, Ankit, and Abhishek. Uh, I will continue to request you to please take advantage of this platform. That's my only submission to you. Please take advantage. It is for you. And if you don't take advantage, you're wasting a good resource. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ramneet sir, and thanks for the kind words and the enlightenment. And once again, I would like to thank Jagriti, Dr. Chetan, and the entire SME Council for organizing and giving us such a wonderful platform where we can share what exactly we have for the industry. And the best part with Talent Connect, with Future Skill Prime, is your inputs, right? Everything is pretty much tailor-made as per the industry demand. We can make changes. We can.
For a second.
No, sir.
I need to go for another call, but I just want to thank everyone, Dr. Chetan, especially you, for organizing this, and you have our full support. You want Workday, we'll get you Workday. You want something else, please let us know. We'll get you that. Thank you.
Thank you, Navneet sir. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. And with that, I'll just set up the context. As Navneet talked quite about Future Skill Prime, which is our skilling platform. And as Jagriti, I've met a lot of SME members, myself personally, all across India. And
Right.
the one thing and the one challenge that I see is recruitment of fresh new talents with the SME domain. So that remains in place. And before we go ahead and pitch you the Talent Connect portal or Talent Connect, I would just like to tell you that we cannot solve your 100% hiring needs. What we need to understand is we are trying to build a pipeline for future, right? So we our efforts continuously going on.
Abhishek, I think there's some network issues. Abhishek, are you there?
Yeah, I think he's reconnecting actually. So sorry, everyone. He's traveling today, so I think some network issue at his end. Uh,
I think
Am I
he's
audible, Priyanka?
yes,
yeah,
yes.
you're
Yeah, thank you. I apologize, as I mentioned that I'm on my way. Priyanka, am I audible?
yeah. You can just switch off your
You can
video,
switch off the
Abhishek.
video,
Maybe
Abhishek. That
that.
shouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fine. So I was just trying to tell that based on your feedback, the initiative that we have started, the demand-led skilling part, where we go back to the industry, ask them for their future demands in terms of fresher hiring, demands in terms of technology. And based on your feedback, we go back to our academic partners and we get those manpowers trained. So after future skills, we thought that how we can close this gap of getting the right talent connected to the right companies. So with that, we came up with this idea of Talent Connect. Now, again, we are not competing. Absolutely, we are not competing with any Naukris or monsters of the world. The only reason here is we are just dealing with the fresher hirings based on the demands shared by the industry. So if a candidate goes on to the Talent Connect, in a few minutes, Priyanka will take you through the walk down of how Talent Connect portal works. Now, if a candidate goes to Talent Connect portal and he's not still part of any of his skilling journey on Future Skill Prime, he can only view certain jobs. But to apply for those jobs, he has to get himself upskilled in some of the emerging technologies like the 10 emerging technologies that we have identified with the industry's feedback. And as Navneet said, we have added the semiconductor one as our 11th emerging technology. So the whole idea here is we are not trying to solve any recruitment or hiring needs of today. I repeat that self, based on your feedbacks, based on your job postings, we go back to our partners and we get those students trained. Now, what is in there for our member companies, especially the SME, sector? Because the SME sector consists of 80% of our membership base. So first and foremost point is there is no commercials involved anywhere. As you all are part of NASSCOM's ecosystem, you know, we work for the industry, we work for the country. So there is no commercials involved, anything in everything on the platform, from posting a job to, getting your HR access. There is no limit to it. If you have a team of 10 HRs, 20 HRs, they all can have their individual login IDs. One of the main can have the dashboard that can be seen absolutely free. You can go ahead and post n number of jobs in there. You can post 10 jobs every day, right? That costs you nothing. When we talk about viewing of a profile, unlimited. When we talk about downloading a profile, unlimited. And talking about Talent Connect portal, right now we have 1,80,000 active jobs on Talent Connect portal. Along with that, we are close to 160 employers which are present on Talent Connect as at this point of time. But being part of the NASSCOM ecosystem, these numbers seems very less to me, right? Because you people are not there. So the only reason why we are here is to make sure that each and every one of you, each and every company who's present here listening to me, go ahead and create their profiles. And with that, I'll hand it over to Priyanka. And the one thing, as I mentioned in the beginning of my conversation, was I cannot solve 100% of your recruitment problems. Even if I'm able to do 20, 25% of that, I think the job is well done. So thank you, Jagriti, once again. And Priyanka, ball is in your court. And I would request everyone to please pay some attention and have a beautiful look at the Talent Connect portal. Thank you, Jagriti, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you. Over to you, Priyanka.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. So first of all, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Priyanka, and I am taking care of the Talent Connect portal, which we've actually designed to make the talent acquisition in tech industry more efficient and impactful. And as Navneet sir and Abhishek mentioned, we are just not trying to create an online job board. We are also trying to bring the skilled candidates for you as per your demands. So the USP of our portal definitely is to get access to the skilled, trained talent pool in the IT and ITS domain. And with that objective, we are trying to bridge the skill gap that is existing today in the market. So with that, I think I'll just directly take you through the Talent Connect portal and show you how it works. I'll just share my screen. Hope my screen is visible to all.
Yeah, it is.
Great. Okay, so this is the landing page to our Talent Connect portal. Because we are majorly catering to the fresher hiring, and the reason behind that is the skilled talent pool that we are trying to create is basically from the colleges and academias that are associated with us. Currently, we have more than 2,000 academic institutes across India who have been part of our skilling journey through Future Skills Prime. We are also trying to scale this up by reaching directly to the government of respective states. And as of now, we have MOUs with 12 state governments, wherein the government is also trying to help us in encouraging colleges in their states to adopt Future Skills Prime and get the candidates skilled in the most in-demand technologies that are there today. So that is why 90% of the people or the learners or candidates available on our Talent Connect portal would be freshers. And because of those freshers, we have kept the interface very simple so that they are able to, apply for jobs and search, browse through the portal well. So the landing page basically talks about definitely the logins and the sign up tabs. It also gives a search option to the learners. Then we have a feature called featured jobs, wherein the employers can actually make their jobs visible on the homepage or the landing page itself for the learners to see and get highlighted. The learner can directly click from here to your job posting inside. Then we also have an option of search by companies. So all the companies that are associated with us and they request us to be on the homepage, then we put those companies' logo on the landing page as also for better visibility to the learners. We've also given a link to the Future Skills Prime platform on the landing page itself. So if someone is coming, if a learner or maybe any individual is coming and they want to upskill themselves, then that option of upskilling is also available on the landing page. And in the end, we've given some testimonials by both our employers and our learners who've been part of our employability journey till date. So this is the landing page. For signing up on the portal, what you have to do is there is this tab here for employers. You just need to click on this tab. The system will ask you to sign up. The sign up process is very simple. You just have to enter your company's name. The SPOC who's creating this account, he can put his details here. You can put your official email ID here so that we can cross verify before we finally approve it. The phone number has to be put in here. Then you can create your own password. You can confirm your password and you can continue. The moment you continue, there would be an email verification that would happen. Once that email verification happens at your end, your request would come to NASSCOM's admin panel, and we will, after verification, we approve that employer, and then you are good to go. So I'm just assuming that you've created your ID and password here. You come and you log in. This is the first page that the employer would see. The homepage of the employer basically talks about few features that the portal gives you. It also talks about the Future Skills Prime platform, because we are encouraging employers to use this platform as the Future Skills Prime platform as a tool to upskill their employees, existing employees as well. So a link to Future Skills Prime platform is also given here on the homepage. As Abhishek was mentioning, we've also given an access to create X number of login IDs for your various team members. So from here, you can actually do that. So all you have to do is just enter the name and email ID of your colleague or your, another HR member, and his ID will also be activated, and he can also have access to the dashboard that you see here for this particular company. So homepage basically talks about creating a team. It also talks about job post, which I'll explain you in dashboard in detail. And definitely then there is also this option of, these helpline numbers that are available, and this email ID. If anyone is actually stuck anywhere, has any confusion, this support ID would help you in resolving your issues. The next feature that we have is the dashboard. So dashboard basically is giving you an overview of what is happening on your platform in terms of the job postings that you have done, how many candidates have been matched as per your profile, and also the applications that are coming to you. So the first feature I would like to talk here is on the job posting. So we have given two options to the employers. One, you can individually add your jobs one by one, or if you have some bulk requirements, then you can also do a bulk upload through this portal. The template of the bulk upload is also shared in the platform itself. I'll just take you through that as well. If you're doing an individual job post, then these are the 5 fields that we are trying to cover. The subfields include the job title, the domain in which you are working, the position level, the experience that you're looking forward for in that particular candidate, what is the training period, how many positions are there for this particular job, what are the educational qualifications that you're looking forward for. You can choose multiple if you want. Number of working days. So all the details that you're putting here would be visible to the learner when they will be actually applying for a job. You also have an option of setting the job expiry date. If you don't choose anything, by default, it is 1 month. But if you want to extend it to say 2 months, 3 months, you can do that as well. You go to next. Here, it talks about the job description. Just randomly typing right now, the job skills that you're looking forward for in this particular job. So we already have a library. If you want to add something for your specific job requirement, that option is also there. So you can actually create your own job skill and it would be added to our library so that others can also use the same job skill. Similarly, we have a library of the keywords available with us, but just in case you don't find the keyword relevant to your job skill, opening, you can actually create one more and then it would be added to the library. Then we also have an option of giving a job highlight. So today, as we all know, kids are very choosy. So as an employer, we definitely want to show them what are the benefits or what are the job highlights that are associated with this job. And we should definitely make it more lucrative so that the learners are aware of the job highlights. So right now, I'm just writing good working environment. So if you have some other job highlights, definitely we can enter that too. And you just have to add it here. Once you upload that, then you have to give the location details. 3 options we've given: hybrid mode, work from anywhere, and work from office. So if you choose hybrid or work from office, then you will have to put in the details. And you can just next is your benefits. So the salary that you are quoting, that per month salary, you can just put a tentative number here so that the learner is aware what is the kind of salary package you're offering. If you don't want to share it, then we also have an option of, by default, it's like on hide mode. But if you want to reflect, then you have an option of selecting it so that it is visible to the learners. And then in the end, you have an option of additional questions. So if you want the learner to answer some specific questions before they even apply for a job, we have that option available. It's not a mandatory field, but if you want to add those questions, you can do that. So if you want to ask them, are you an immediate joiner? That question you can post. If you have some night shifts, you can ask, are you comfortable with the night shift? If there is any other question that comes to your mind which you think is important, you can add those questions. If you don't have any question at this point of time, you can just skip this and you can move to next. Here we've given the option of finally giving a preview of what the job post would look like. If you want to edit, you have the option of editing the fields here. Once you confirm and post, it would be live on the dashboard. So here I had just created this job post. So now what happens is, once you post your job, the system, because it's an AI, so the system will do the first round of matchmaking for you depending upon the skill sets that you have mentioned in your job profile and the skill set that the candidate would have mentioned in his profile when he's been registering to the Talent Connect portal. So basis that, the system gives you some recommendations. Just show you how it looks like. So here, the profiles of the candidate would come in front of you. The system does a matchmaking and also mentions that, this is a strong matchmaking, this is a close one, this is good, this is bad, this is not bad exactly, but weak, medium, moderate, weak. So like this, they do the shortlisting for you. Now, we have also given filters along with this. So there is a filter of keywords. So if you have specific keywords that you want to further drill down into, so you can do that. You have the option of location. So you can also put location to look for your specific locations. We have also an option of NASSCOM certified candidates. So what we did was, in this whole portal, we've tried to keep skilling as the main, driver, right? So when the kids are coming here, we are nudging them to complete their journey that they've started on Future Skills Prime. So if someone has enrolled into some course, we allow them to apply up to 2 jobs. And then once that candidate clicks on the third, job opportunity, the system will nudge him back to Future Skills Prime and say, why don't you complete your course and get accessibility to, 4 jobs? Once he, completes his course, he gets a 4-star rating, he's able to apply up to 4 jobs. Once he starts clicking on the 5th job now, so the system will again nudge him saying, why don't you complete your certification and get access to unlimited jobs on the portal? So this is the gamification that we've put for the learners to complete their skilling journey. And once the candidate has completed his skilling journey, got certified, we are basically highlighting those profiles. And we have given an option to the employers here to put this filter and just see who exactly are the skilled talent pool or certified talent pool that is available on the portal. For others, definitely that star rating would reflect if you see his or her profile. So for example, if I click on Anjana's profile, you would actually see that she's a 4-star, she's got a 4-star rating, and this is the course that they've completed on Future Skills Prime. So like this, the whole profile of the candidate can be visible to you, including the gender, the date of birth, the state, city, phone number, email ID, resume. Again, these are some things which definitely the user has to put if the user has not updated his resume on the platform yet. So you might not see the resume, but if in case they have, then you will be able to see that resume. The other details also are available here, along with the skill sets that they have, the educational background that they have, the certification that they have. If in case they've done any project and they've updated it on their profiles, that would be visible to you. If in case that uh, person is experienced and he's put his details there on the portal, then definitely you can see the experience also of that candidate. So this is for the matched candidates. If you have viewed the profile of a candidate, like we just saw Anjana's profile, and you decide to finally update, you finally decide to select him or her or take her to the next round, these options are available. These options are basically available to track the whole journey of the learner on your platform, so that whatever you do here with these candidates are ultimately reflected on the analytics that we have for you here. So how many number of jobs are available? How many people have actually viewed your jobs? How many applicants you have in total? How many you've shortlisted? How many you've interviewed? How many you've hired? So all these details would basically come here if you update the status of those candidates there. And similarly, you have an option of responses. So these are the applications that you would receive. So if you actually see, these two people have actually applied for these jobs. So accordingly, for them also, you have the same option. This person has applied. If you want to further shortlist him, hire him, or reject him, you can actually update this whole status from here. Now, doing this individually is tough. We understand that. So we have also given an option for the employers to just upload it with one Excel file. So once you're done with your interview process, you can actually upload the details of the candidates in terms of the name of the candidate, the email ID of the candidate, and the hiring status. If you hired him, rejected him, you can actually upload the whole status in one go through an Excel upload. So this is how we've tried to create the whole portal. And we will definitely, after this webinar, we'll share a manual for this, wherein you would have the details of all the features that I mentioned about. And next, I would like to invite Pankit to talk about first how has his experience been on Talent Connect portal, because being an SME, he has actually used this portal for his own hirings as well. So Pankit, if in case you can just brief the audience about how your experience has been and how it can be
Sure.
helpful for them as well. And thank you
Sure.
so much for your time, everyone. I know the time is short right now, so whatever questions you might have, I think after this webinar, we can address them through emails. And if any session is required exclusively to understand it in a much deeper manner, we are happy to do that as well. Over to you, Pankaj.
Thank you, Priyanka, for inviting me. And as Navneet ji mentioned initially, right, we are the one who built this platform as well. So, and since being a part of SME, NASSCOM SME Council, we have been using this particular portal since almost 8 months now. And over the past 8 months, we have actually posted close to 15 jobs on the platform, and we were able to, and especially most of them were related to fresher or intern. And since we got close to 60 different candidates, a certified candidate in Node.js, Flutter, data science, in some cases Python and AI related candidate. We got close to 60 candidates matched, as well as we got a response from them. And then we did close to 30 to 35 interviews from the platform, and we gave around 10 to 12 offer letters through this portal itself. And so currently there are like 6 to 7 members who is currently working on our team through this portal. And thanks, especially the whole NASSCOM team, being an early adopter of the platform, we got a lot of benefit out of it early on. And one of the key differentiator is when we go and hire from the Naukri or any other platform, right? We have to pay their subscription fee. Whereas over here, we are getting this talent pool, access of this talent pool free of cost. And since they are already certified, we don't have to spend our 2-3 months of time to train them on these basic AI or Flutter or Node.js skills, which ideally is needed when we go and hire freshers directly from the colleges or someplace else. So this has been our experience with the Talent Connect portal. And as you saw on the demo, right, that the AI matching, etc., is very useful since we have built it. So we know how we have built it and how to get more benefit out of that. But that has helped us to reduce our hiring cycle from ideally 3 months to 1.5 months, because we previously what used to happen, and this is again today's case as well, right? When we go on to Naukri or intern Shala, or we talk to the college placements, we tell them that this is our requirement, then we have to wait for 2 weeks to get the data from them, right? That okay, these are the candidates who have applied on your job, or we have to wait for them. But instead of that, with this matchmaking, we used to get data in just one day, that okay, these are the 10,000 qualified or matched the candidate, and then we did a lot of interviews through that. So yeah, overall the experience was really great for us. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Pankaj, for sharing your feedback and also your response to the whole experience of the portal and how it has helped you reduce your hiring cycle as well. As you mentioned, that's a big thing that SMEs look for, because majorly
Yeah,
hiring such roles is basically the time is something very crucial for the SMEs as well. We have
right.
questions, Priyanka. So if you or Pankaj can answer those. So I'll just announce the questions. So the first question we have is, do we have a talent pool of experienced candidate as well on the portal?
So, see, there are few candidates who are experienced, but most of the, like 90% of the talent pool that we have currently is for freshers. We are not, promoting this portal amongst the laterals, because, on our Future Skills Prime platform, our members, the NASSCOM member firms, are also getting their employees upskilled. And
Correct.
we don't want to poach into someone else employee base. So we are not promoting any lateral hiring. But yes, if an individual comes to our portal and they create a profile, then we are not stopping them either. So you would find hardly 10% of the total population that is available of laterals as of now.
Sure, thank you. So the next question is, how many users we can extend the access to under the create team that we had on the main page?
Unlimited.
Okay. So the next question from one of the attendees is, do we have non-IT profiles on the portal?
Yes, we do have non-IT profiles as well, but they would have done something on our platform, on Future Skills Prime platform. So they would have done some digital skilling on our platform, but yes, they can be from non-IT background as well. So we have a lot of candidates who are from non-IT background as well.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's it that we have. If anybody has any more questions, we have another 2-3 minutes to take the questions.
I think Ashwarya has asked that are candidates from core engineering background? Yes, candidates from core engineering backgrounds are also available on the platform. I think there is one more question that if we do not post a job, can we still search for candidates? No. For to get the access of the candidate's profile, you will have to post a job. So the system will actually reflect the profiles which are matching to the job requirements that you might have. Otherwise, it becomes a lot of data for the employers to filter out from. So that basic level of filtering the AI is doing for you. Post that, yes, you can whatever the system recommends, you can have the access to all those profiles. And right now we just saw that I created a job profile and that was a random one, and still the system could actually bring 42,000 profiles in front of me. So I think that's a good number to start with. So that is, so we haven't kept an option of viewing only the profiles if you're not posting any job.
Right. So, there's another question, Priyanka. How we can explore future skills for lateral employees?
So, Future Skills Prime definitely is a portal wherein you can, so if you really want to use it for your employees to get them upskilled, then you can just, we'll drop you an email after this, wherein we can connect you to the Future Skills Prime team who can create your organization's ID on Future Skills Prime, and you can onboard your employees. It would be a closed group, so only you will be able to see your employees' database. It won't be accessible to others. And then you can, recommend relevant courses to them, and they can get them themselves upskilled. Most of the courses available on Future Skills Prime platform are free, so you don't have to pay for it. If there is any course which is a deep skilling course, then you might have some price quoted to it. But again, that price would be at a subsidized rate from what the partner is giving in the market, because this is a government funded program, and the partners are actually supposed to give us a subsidized rate. So you would definitely get it at a much lesser rate than what the partner is giving in the market. But completely upon your employees, what course they want to opt for, paid or free, their choice.
Thank you, Priyanka. So we'll just take last two questions. So the last two questions, Priyanka, one is, are candidates trained or skilled on automotive tools, or that is something that the SMEs have to suggest?
So see, suggestion comes from the SMEs. So we have all these technologies, we have tools associated to those technologies, but that is something that you will have to, suggest that this is what we want. So it's kind of a marketplace. So we have all the content providers, OEMs like Google, Salesforce, AWS, and other individual content providers who are hosting their courses on our platform. And then it is upon the user to choose what they want to consume.
Right. So the last question for the session will be, will there be any certification or test conducted after upskilling?
Yes, so for every course that is available on Future Skills Prime, there is a test, there is an assessment, and yes, so answer is yes.
Thank you, Priyanka, and thank you, Pankit, and thank you everyone who had joined in for today's session. We had a great, audience throughout the session. So Pankit and Priyanka, thank you for that. So
Thank you.
for anyone whose questions and queries have not been answered, I'm just writing an email. You can just either drop email to me or Priyanka. We'll be able to help you accordingly, and we can answer your questions then. So my email ID is jagrati@nascom.in. Priyanka, can you just mention
Yeah,
your
I'll
email
just,
in the
yeah.
chat, please? Perfect. So thank you everyone for joining in again. We'll be getting in touch with everyone, and the recording of this session will be uploaded on the YouTube channel of the SME Connect channel on YouTube. So thank you everyone. Thank you, Pankit. Thank you, Priyanka.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks, Pankit. Thanks, Jagrati, for
Thank you.
organizing this. And thank you all the member firms. We are really excited to have you on the Talent Connect portal. So we are there to support you in this initiative.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
everyone.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.